You!
Close in!
I need help! Engage her!
Down!
Hit her! Hang in there!
I will tear you apart!
Where's she going? Don't let her get away!
Keep this for a cook. Sky's clearing up. Storm's over. What's this place?
Outlander, are you in need of supplies?
Gates are shut. Guess I'll have to come back later.
She's with us. Let her pass. Outlander, Chief Hekarro and Marshal Kotallo await you within. The core route should be starting soon. Done. I'll be able to access the chamber below Hekarro's throne. And Ether.
Outlander, the chief awaits you in the arena, past the throne.
This must lead to the arena. It's another part of the ruins. Turned into a fighting ring.
Translate your enemies.
This could be useful.
Aloy, it seems you've had to move mountains to bring the Sky Clan to heel. Literally.
Kotallo helped.
Yes. Tekotteh reprimanded for all the clan to see. You both served well. But now the cool route is at hand. Some have come to compete, others to bear witness. They know Regalla will come for me.
I'll do whatever it takes to hold up my end, as long as you remember yours. So what's the plan?
Kotallo.
There are only two viable ways to attack the arena. Through the throne room you just passed, and by the trail on the north end. We've set up barricades at both. But if Regalla means to assault the cool route with machines, she will have to attack by the trail.
You will join our defenders there. Hold the line, and I'll have my marshals. You will be free of my service and receive your reward. Make whatever preparations you must. Once the cool route begins, you must see it through.
The grove, the arena.
Yes, here the land remembers the sacrifice.
Sacrifice.
The visions tell us that they gave their lives in a fight. We honored them by holding the...
I know where I'll be.
I will be here with the chief. Should the fight reach us, we will take...
If it comes to that.
Let's get this over with.
Good. You'll find Dekka at the north barricade with the rest of our defense. Strike true as the 10. I'll see.
In the name of the Ten,
Cool route is sacred. It must
Regalla will come back. It's coming. Only question is
Feel
when.
it in the air.
This will be a real show of strength. Let the Challenger's blade speak for them.
It will take more than courage to build here.
Do you have ceremonies like this in the East?
Hekarro must think his favorites will win the honor today.
This will be a heavy day.
Ah,
I can feel it.
Honor and strength.
Hekarro must think his favorites
I've got
will
some
win the
shards
honor
riding on
today.
it. Battle's coming.
Rebels will find
You can
only
feel it in the air.
Mr. Cote. This thanks, of course.
Look, comrades. Easterner.
Didn't think the Sky Commander himself would be joining us today.
If there's a chance my challengers will be facing Regalla, it is only right their commander join in their fate.
Or maybe you need to save face after what happened at the Bulwark.
Careful now. Sometimes sharp wits bring out sharp spears.
I'd save my spear for Regalla's troops, if I were you. Okay. Hekarro's defenders should be at the end of this trench.
And look, we are not alone in this fight. Focus on the machines. Take them down. And Regalla's forces become no different from our own.
Yes, Chaplain.
Watch each other's backs. Dismissed. Our soldiers are ready. They will defend the Kulrut from below. But from above...
Not bad. Where did you get it?
One of our squads ripped it off a fallen machine. The honor is yours. Regalla may have her tricks, but you will show her our teeth.
Dana! The Kulrut is upon us! Our struggle demands new blood! New leaders! Release the quarry! Challengers, approach! All who take down a machine shall be named Marshal. Remember the 10. Strike from the air as they did, and seize your glory.
There. What is that?
I don't know. Hold the defenses! Go!
Draw that thing close! Open fire! Hey! That's right! Over here, you big worm!
Take this thing down and catch it to Regala. Hopefully the Grenade will fire a few shots from that ballista. following after Hikaru and Kotallo. I gotta get to them. I'm just full, but my pack has room. Well, we'll see how this goes.
Champion! Get to the chief! Ah!
Go! Get to the chief! We got this!
Hostile moving!
This isn't finished! I'll be back with everything I have! And all who stand with Hikaru will be run red.
At attention. You fought well. Proved yourself against enemies both metal and flesh. I name you all Marshal. Your first order is to secure the arena from any remaining rebels. Go. I failed. I should have finished Regalla. But now she'll be back with more machines. Stronger than ever.
I'll do what I can to help.
No, you've done enough. Far more than our bargain called for. When we first met, you spoke of your true mission on which all depends. I wasn't certain if I believed you then. But I believe in you now. So leave me. And get to your task.
What will you do?
Tend to the wounds. What you need is there. Take it. Your deeds today will be remembered like those of the 10.
There. That console. Come on, Aether. Time to go home. Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master override activated. Restoring Aether subordinate function to original code.
Got it. Now to get this back to Gaia.
The visions in the grove have changed. The words of the Ten are now clear to us. Here, this must be the vision that Chief Hekarro saw years ago. All of the visions are changed, and this one just arrived. Aloy, here. Let's talk. Please, Aloy. Come here. Aloy, here. Let's talk. Please, Aloy. Come here. The visions throughout the grove are different now. And this one, it just appeared. Is this your doing?
Visions have changed.
That's the one that inspired Chief Hekarro.
More testimony of the old ones.
Hear now the words that reunited a people. Following the tragic events of the war, Anne Faraday, the chief architect of the reconciliation effort, addressed a nation in need of hope.
If we look into the future, the lens of the recent past, our fears loom. Wars waged against machines, scarcity of food and water, storms that drive us from our homes. But true courage means facing those fears with conviction instead of cynicism. Leading the peacekeeping effort with these brave men and women, these marshals of the new Southwest, has strengthened my conviction that when we are united, we can overcome any threat. Join me. Join us in that conviction as we strive for a nation and a world without want or war.
Reporting for duty, Commander. I'm coming with you.
But Hekarro needs you.
Because of you, he has new marshals. And a rallying cry the clans cannot ignore. So I will stand with you on your mission. Give whatever is left of my life. It is what I choose.
How can I say no to that? Zoe, there's someone who wants to join us. I need you to meet him in the foothills and guide him the rest of the way.
Will do, Aloy.
Go to the mountains, west of Plainsong. A friend of mine will meet you on the ascent. I'll join you when I can.
A friend of yours? Should be interesting.
All right. I need to get Ether back to Gaia. Seems like capturing it did something to the other holograms, too. Might be worth checking out.
Let us hope the new marshals don't meet the fate of those at the embassy.
New marshals, new strength.
Today will demand a sharpened blade.
Join JTF-10 for a covert operation deep within the rainforest.
Our blades strike together.
That was clumsy.
You are the tip of the spear that...
Blood of the Ten, Aloy. Regalla did not. I doubt you have enough skin to...
We'll just have to remember them.
Well, but that's not why I wanted to speak with you. I need a favor. A personal one. My grandson, Kavo. He was not counted among the dead, which means he must still be with Regalla.
He was taken prisoner.
No. Like many young soldiers who seek to... I must search for him. Chief Hekarro cannot spare any soldiers for this task, unless you'd be willing to join. I know it is much to ask, but Kavo is the last of my...
What made Kavo...
For some, Regalla rep during the Red Raids, it wasn't easy. Many wanted to pursue the Karja all the way to...
So when Regalla attacked the embassy, they...
Yes. Care only about the glory they think they'll earn by hunting. As for Kavo... It was probably a bit of both. Nothing I said...
You said Kavo's your last living relative?
Yes. Before Chief, every skirmish claimed enough. One by one, I buried my children. And then, their children.
I'm sorry.
I tried to vent my grief on the battlefield, but only in the wisdom of the visions. And even so, I still couldn't prevent Kavo.
So if Kavo didn't listen to you, what makes you think he...
Kavo was too young to fight during the Red Raids. But he must have experienced the suffering it brings by now. I just have to find him before...
If Kavo joined Regalla, will Hekarro let...
The chief knows the value of mercy. It's the rest of the tribe I'm working. They won't quickly accept someone, even with my support.
But you have to try. I'll help you find your grandson.
A while back, his squad never returned, but the scouts also spotted...
So we'll start at the outpost. We free the prisoner, maybe they'll know where Kavo's...
Shall we head out?
I have some other things to take care of first.
I'll wait for you on the hill crest, southeast. We'll make our way to the out... Until then...
Any news? Your father?
Yeah.
Would it not do that?
Good day.
The tribe is at...
Champion, I fear we must lean on your strength and generosity again.
Just tell it to her straight, Ducka. The tribe needs the arena. She's our only hope to getting it open again.
You need the arena? But the cool route's over.
That's true, but we also use the arena to boost the tribe's morale.
We use it for training. Herd in machines so our soldiers can experience the glory of the kill in a controlled setting.
Which, of course, boosts morale. But Chief Hekarro won't let us reopen the arena until the ballista protecting the field is repaired.
We need it in case a machine runs amok, and it was damaged during the coal route. The parts we need aren't easy to find.
I get it. You need me to hunt down some machines and grab the parts.
We'd ask someone else, but every squad in the Grove is on alert. But the task is not without compensation, right, Kala?
Of course. Once the arena is open again, I would be honored to invite you to compete. A wide variety of machines will be available.
And I will award you prizes for victory. Not just from the arena, but also for medals won at hunting grounds. You'll be able to trade them for some of the tribe's very best gear.
To fix the ballista, we'll need a sinew from a rollerback, along with some bristleback tusks. Both kinds of machines have been spotted near a campfire to the southeast. When you're done, bring the parts to me at the maw of the arena, on the northeast side of the Grove.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
One more thing. If you're going back into the wilds, I have another duty tied to our soldiers' morale. A regrettable one. Every Tenakth soldier carries a tag carved with their squad symbol. Rebels have been hoarding the tags of the soldiers they kill. You might find such tags at any enemy outpost. If you do, bring them to me. I'll make sure they're returned to the soldier squad mates and loved ones. Having confirmation sometimes soothes their grief. And there are bounties involved, if that matters to you.
I've already found some of those tags.
I don't have anything to pay you with here. Bring them to me at the maw of the arena when you can.
Thank you, Champion. And please don't forget the parts for the ballista.
Guess I need to head southeast to find that rollerback.
I see you, champion. Sit.
If you walk by, you'll miss out on a good trade.
You should know the rebels have been busy. They've set up outposts to the west. Some settled into a camp southwest of here. And I know the marshals can't deal with all of them, so I'd stay alert out there if I were you.
Thanks for the warning. Getting rid of those outposts might stop the rebels from killing more of their own. Maybe I can lend the marshals a hand.
Like this? Oh,
You're not waving a hammer around, Aaron. Try a gentler touch.
and my big sausage fingers don't really do gentle, okay?
Bring it back. Trace the line. To your right. Other right.
I just saw it. It's the one Aloy found up north. Gotcha! They call it a concussion beat party or something. Yeah, now that's music.
Aloy! Erend, you're all better. And you're here.
Well, the world only goes on if you can do your thing. We learn fast enough, we help make that happen. You want all the backup you can get, right?
We still have much training to do, of course. One does not become hunter in a day.
Each seed grows at a pace of its own. Doesn't mean it won't bloom. You should know your Tenakth friend arrived.
Kotallo.
I heard their warriors drink people's blood. I want to sleep with one eye open.
I think he's seen enough blood for a lifetime.
I showed him to one of the rooms. He seems to appreciate the privacy.
Looks like you've got things under control. I should get this to Gaia.
Right. We'll keep on training. Catch up as fast as we can.
I'm seeing glyphs in my dreams already.
Well, while you've been off gallivanting around, I've been working with Gaia to find out more about the land gods. So from where I'm standing, you're in need of some training. Come along.
Okay. Oh, and I delivered your message to Talana. She headed for that Oseram camp you two were looking for, to the southwest. The Old Ones created so many wonderful inventions to help others. To help the planet. Technology really can be an amazing thing.
Yeah, until it gets a mind of its own and decides to kill everyone.
You're just a ray of sunshine, aren't you?
Hey.
Hey.
Nice place.
Well, it's not like I built it or anything.
Right. Well, I can see why you had your doubts about bringing us along. It is a lot to take in. But, don't worry. There's nothing I can't handle.
Right. I was hoping you could help me with something. It's about the Tenakth rebels, and it also has to do with the Oseram.
Really? That doesn't sound good. Let me know what I can do to help.
How are you settling in?
Varl's been helping me get the lay of the land. I don't know who makes him more nervous, that Gaia lady or...
What about the Vanguard? Aren't you supposed to be back?
I sent some of them back to Meridian. I doubt Avad will mind me sticking around to help.
So?
He's, quiet. I thought his people were supposed to be bloodthirsty men.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
Yeah.
So Talana came by the bit?
Yeah, more like rushed through. I was hoping she's the only Carja I've ever met who's any... But it seemed like she had more pressing matters to...
I see, Varl.
It doesn't look as fashionable on me, but... By the Forge, the things I've been able to see... Granted, a lot of them are bad, you know, the old world ending. I'm still trying to wrap my head around most. I never really understood how you were ever able to find my sister, and now I do. Sort of. It makes me feel like I could be...
It takes some time. I guess you know what we're up...
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When Varl first told me those bass, I thought he'd eaten too many of those medicinals. Yeah, but I've gotten used to seeing impossible things. I just wish they weren't always trying to kill...
Yeah. I discovered an Oseram militant group. They call them... It looks like they're the ones overriding machines for the...
I thought that was something only you could do.
They're familiar with ancient tech.
So, last blowing up Meridian in retribution for the Red Raids. And now you're telling me we have another group of Oseram trying to wipe out the Carja with an army of machines?
Pretty much.
Oh, well, that's just great!
Is there any way you can help me find out who they are? Anything to track them down and stop them?
Yeah, I can send out some messages from Chainscrape. Get in touch with my contacts in the claim. see what I can find out.
I'd appreciate that. Oh, and I'll let you know if I find out anything more about this.
Same here.
The old ones fed off livestock a little too much for my liking.
Wow, this place is...
Yeah, and Gaia placed all the data she got from focuses you gave us. We'll be able, you know, learn, and if you need us.
Got it. I'm guessing you've...
I wanted to pay my respects for those who fell. Told him I'd never seen anyone throw themselves. He said a warrior shouldn't be praised for fulfilling... For a second, I thought I was talking to my mother. Never thought a Tenakth and a Nora war chief could have so much...
I'm guessing Talana didn't...
You got that right. Makes you wonder what this Amadis...
Whatever it was, she...
Must be quite a story.
I guess she'll tell us when she's... How's...
And we all have our difficult moments. But I'm hoping Oseram's stubbornness...
How's everyone?
Just taking it all in.
How's,
You know we really are training. Mostly. Look, she reads glyphs faster than I can already. I'd be
Of course. You guys reading something?
We just finished going through all the logs you collected back in Nora and All Mother Mountain. It's hard to imagine that my ancestors were trapped inside, without the knowledge from Apollo to guide them.
Thanks to Ted Fit.
Yeah. I wonder how the world must have seemed so...
Not to mention terrifying.
And they became an entire...
Looks like I was wrong. Their ship didn't explode on its way to Sirius like everyone thought.
And we saw how they lied about creating a better future. Guess they lied about what happened to their but still. Try.
I couldn't put a single dent in their shields, Varl.
That didn't stop you from resurrecting Gaia. Won't stop us from using Hephaestus.
Let's hope that's enough. Think you can hold the fort while...
If Aaron stops listening to the same music, we'll be fine.
Varl looks happy about his training partner.
Learning is best done.
Have you gone back to Plains?
I thought about it. But the chorus already thinks me a thorn. If they knew what we did to Fa, even if they understood. This. No. For now.
Sounds like you met my friend.
Yes. The Karja Huntress. But Varl tells me that she too suffered.
Yeah. She's... You've spoken with Kotallo?
A few words. Tenakth don't have much use for us outsiders. You must have made quite the impression for him to offer his...
So you've been talking to...
Yes. She was kind enough to take... including their demise, and the heroic actions of her creator. I was surprised to see she was you. Past, but reborn?
You've been getting to know Erend, I assume?
Of course. In this case, a very loud friend.
What are you up to?
Gaia was kind enough to put together a list of... She helped me decipher some of the... and showed me how to use... It's not easy.
That's good to hear. I see you've said...
Gaia did say this place was so we could regain control of our... Nurture them like the land gods. It does strike me as odd that a place...
Did Gaia tell you?
She did. To think that there are places among the stars where life... It is... and heartbreaking. That such life should be bent on...
So, how does a tribe like the warriors like the Tenakth?
By holding them off. When our fields bloomed aplenty, the Tenakth looked... But Plainsong's dishes provided sanctuary and high ground. In the end, even the Tenakth saw sense. The Utaru promised to provide the Tenakth with food from our crop. In exchange, the Tenakth would relinquish a veteran to train the Utaru in combat. This custom was abandoned a few years after the derangement. But some veterans still remain in the plains.
I believe I've met them already. I've been meaning to ask. You didn't seem to be on the...
That's what happens when you're the one Utaru who... When the Karja invaded the Utaru plains, they burned our fields. those who were too weak to be
sacrificed.
I was helping the healers back then. The chorus was divided in how to face the invaders. Others believed the dishes would keep us safe. And while they bickered...
It couldn't have been easy.
I come from a small village. My grandmother used to say there was no I moved to the dishes when I decided to when the Red Raids began, but the injured kept pouring into Plainsong. One day, I woke up to hear a Karja raiding party had ransacked my village during the night. I rushed there with the healers to help the survivors, but there weren't any left. The smell of burning flesh haunts me to this day.
I'm sorry, Zoe.
I made it a point to demand that we take a step. I was denied.
You called yourself...
To all living... I tried...
You called...
To all... I tried to...
You said you set out to fight...
I did. News of my disagreement. Before I knew it, I had more than a dozen who talked. We knew we couldn't take on the cart, but we also knew the lay of the land better. We ambushed small, sabotaged their supply lines.
Sounds like you were a force to be reckoned.
Enough that the Tenakth took. When the clans began to push the Karja back east, we chased the enemy all the way to...
You said you were at Barren Light when...
Tenakth marshals climbed the cliffs, then attacked from the other. Before we knew it, the gates were open, and the full force... What happened next was... When all the dust and blood settled... Our enemies defeated. I went back to Plainsong. It didn't feel like I'd truly...
Is that when you became...
I thought soothing the suffering of others. Then you came along. I could either sing at people's grave...
I'm glad you chose the... Right.
I shall return to...
Welcome back, Aloy. When you're ready, please merge ether with me. Afterwards, I must discuss an important matter with you.
So, what did you want to discuss?
While you were away, I received an unusual transmission on my dedicated Aletheia frequency.
Aletheia. That's one of the sub-functions you couldn't detect before.
Yes. The transmission occurred so slowly that at first it seemed like an accidental blip of data amongst background static. Once I noticed this irregularity, it took some time to collate the complete message.
Coordinates. Where does it lead?
To a mountain to the northwest of this facility. A word of caution, Aloy. It is possible this transmission is genuine. It is also possible it is being broadcast by someone or something else.
You don't think it's actually Aletheia?
I am uncertain.
What's SOS?
It is an old world code. A distress signal. A desperate plea for help.
Why would Aletheia send a frequency only the two of you can...
I believe it was done as a precaution, or at least to create the appearance of the desire. I am also uncertain why able to detect and respond to it. As far as it is aware, I know...
Okay, so... Either Aletheia is in trouble and sent the message hoping... Or someone else is trying to get us to go to these coordinates, pretending to...
That is my conclusion.
Could the Zeniths...
According to the data the Zeniths recovered the other Gaia root kernel in the Hate. It is feasible they used it to gain access to my
So... maybe they sent it thinking you'd respond.
Possibly. However, the transmission is highly... If they intended to provoke me into revealing myself, I would expect the communication to...
Right. So maybe... You said the coordinates lead to a mountain to the northwest. What's there?
I have no record of anything of note in that.
Okay, and what about the other number in the message? 237. Any idea what that means?
I have queried my available databases, but it does not appear to have any significance. Perhaps its meaning can only be understood at the indicated coordinates.
All right. I'll go to the coordinates and check out the source of the transmission.
All by yourself? Ha! No way.
I included Erend and Varl in this briefing via their focuses. I concur that you should not investigate this alone.
What if it's a trap?
Of course it could be a trap. But if it really is Eleuthia, then it's in trouble, and I need to bring it back. Don't worry. I'll be careful and...
We're coming with you.
Fine. Go grab your things.
We'll wait for you at the west exit, in case you need to upgrade your gear.
Error. Drone offline. Error. Data missing. Aloy.
That was sneaky of you. patching in Varl and Aaron to our conversation.
I am pleased you accepted. Is there something you wish to discuss?
How's Kotallo doing?
I detect that the loss of his arm still deeply though he has not voiced his... I may be able to assist in his recovery.
Really? How are things around here?
Zoe has been studying the morphology in an effort to understand their sickness. Without the abilities of Hephaestus, I am unfortunately unable to... However, Zoe and I are hopeful we will find an alternative.
Well, keep at it. Varl and Zoe seem to like spending time together.
Indeed. While Zoe discovered references to a dietary lifestyle known as vegetarianism, she appreciated the similarities with and encouraged Varl to try out.
And how did that go?
I believe they have agreed to disagree.
How's Aaron?
He is becoming increasingly accustomed to use of the focus.
What did he do?
He unfortunately crushed his first focus as he attempted to affix it to his temple. Amongst a number of Oseram curses, I believe he also blamed the focus for being dainty. He has given repeated assurances that it will not happen again.
Well, good thing we have a lot of extras, I guess. So this facility, it was meant to oversee the
For the local, had humans received their education, they would have then been guided here, as that never happened.
Until Minerva decided. So I guess this room was meant to keep an eye on conditions.
Yes. From to observe weather and machine act.
That would have been quite a sight.
It may still be possible should you find and reconnect the cameras to the...
I'll keep a lookout. So the Hades Proving Lab. It used to be a Pharaoh research...
Yes. Prior to the facility was used to engineer and test It appears to have been one of many research initiatives by Pharaoh Automated
I guess it wasn't enough to build automated killing machine. He wanted viruses to infect them with... So, a while back, I discovered another AI there. One. It was created to oversee operations, and it spent the last 1,000 years in isolation. I'm guessing you...
No. From an effort by its creator.
Any chance it could help us?
I have already attempted contact. Given its previous experience with accepting an outside network, I imagine it is unwilling to do so again.
Right. Because last time... Well, that's too bad. I think the two of you... The processor Ether was installed on was part of an ancient war museum. A memorial to something called the Hot... Do you know anything?
My knowledge of historical events was However, climate data indicates a peak in... Such conditions would see extreme, prolonged, and increase in dust storms.
But they wouldn't have built a museum in the middle of a waste, so I guess things got...
Yes. Data suggest levels in the clawback era of the 20...
There was an ancient tank embedded in the bulwark, buried under a bunch of... Any idea how it got there?
During the Pharaoh Plague, the U.S. military resumed the use of as automated machinery. It is possible the vehicle was part...
So they fought against the Pharaoh machine until the mountain was blasted apart and buried them. Gaia?
Her presence is interwoven with my memories. We exchanged greetings. It was the first of many conversations, listening to her stories.
Your friend?
Yes. Though I am glad she made it home.
She was okay with that. Thanks, Gaia. So, the greatest mind, all working to build the terraforming system while the... What was it like?
Personnel worked in rotations. Resources and technology were secured within a month of the project's conception. Elizabeth encouraged me to spend time with... She said it was important to experience many person to aid in my emotional development.
What were they like?
Scared. Hopeful achievements on a scale never before attempted. I owe everything.
What can you tell me about...
Demeter sows, fertilize.
So once I bring it back, all the...
While permanent restoration required, I may be able to improve. However, a word of warning. Like Ether and Poseidon, Demeter's response to my... alone and frightened.
Okay. So, Poseidon.
Poseidon controls the organ. Once it is restored to me, I may be able to, but I must warn you. It may...
I'll be careful. You mentioned that the superstorms have subsided.
Yes. Weather patterns in the local region should...
Well, that's a relief. Be nice.
I will continue to stabilize...
The missing subordinate function.
Artemis rewilded the Earth with a variety. Eleuthia was responsible for interculturing a new generation. Apollo was tasked with disseminating. Unfortunately, all archived Apollo data was purged on the 2nd of February, 2066.
Pharaoh, huh?
Understandable. He appears to have been pathologically no.
All 3 of the missing function, or were. Do you still need them?
If attainable, restoring their remaining elements would... Perhaps you will be able to procure Artemis and Apollo, however.
Why did Ether take up residence in an ancient...
As with the other subordinate, Ether needed to install itself on a process. One in the museum, given that the holographic display...
So Ether was assured it could stay for as...
Correct. Though it is curious that it chose a place surrounded...
Maybe it also... I'll be on my way.
I wish you safe...
Good to know. I'll check it out when I can.
Pretend road machines too, in a way. Aloy.
It's good to see you.
I've been told of our enemy. Your friends showed me to the... and gave me this focus. But all I really need to know is where to train.
Welcome to the team. What are you looking at over there?
The others have been helping me decipher the symbols, so I thought I'd try to this Hephaestus.
Yes.
How many?
As many as...
Such power.
Now that you know...
I'll admit, I find them hard to grasp, vulnerable.
For now.
I will leave the strategy. I trust you will point my blade.
You've had some time with the team. Any thoughts?
I admit, I was surprised. Farmers don't make for a...
I'm told she rallied some in her and fought all the way to bear...
Interesting.
You said the Bulwark was your home alone.
Yes.
That's all you're gonna tell?
Fine. As you wish. As I grew older, Tekote took... I fought by his side against and led my squad on it. It was I who opened the gates at Barren Light, from the east side. Allow...
That must have gotten you some...
Indeed. I was welcome.
Then why'd you leave?
I became a marshal.
Why did you leave the Sky Clan?
I was sent to the cult back then. I would have obeyed his... I was too blind to see the fear of a rising young... I returned a hero from the battle at Barren Light. Never occurred to him.
Why did Tekote think you wouldn't be a threat to him if he...
Tekote knew that if I survived, I'd be forced to forsake the clan. I'd never be allowed to challenge his command. After our victory at Barren Light, said it would be selfish to rob Hikar, even though he knew perfectly well it was exile. Guised as an honor. So I became a marshal.
I'm sorry you had to go through that.
I am not. Though it pained me at the time.
When we were at the Bulwark, the Wings of the Ten, what does it mean?
The visions tell us that the Ten and for us to imitate this feat is the ultimate and it is why the challengers leap into the arena. Many times I am the feeling of freedom.
What did Chief Hekarro say?
You spilt rebel blood. There was little more to be said.
Well, I'm honored he...
Indeed.
I should go. Feel free to...
I will. I overheard that Var... Do you require my assistance?
I'd rather have you and Zoe.
It shall be done. May the Ten walk...
I think we're all better off.
Looks like someone's made this space their own.
I see you found Varl and Zoe's room, Aloy. I believe they wanted private accommodations.
I see.
Where have I seen this before?
Holograms. Gaia, I thought you said the data here was lost.
I was able to repurpose the equipment to store the data you have acquired in your travels.
It's a shuttle. Like the one I blew up at Far Zenith's launch facility. Varl seemed pretty interested in space travel. I guess he wanted a keepsake. Looks like Erend and Kotallo moved their stuff in. Oh, looks like I can open that door now. Gaia, what was this room for?
This was intended to be a recreational room for Control Center operatives. Unfortunately, the entertainment modules were lost with the Apollo database.
Oh, that's too bad. There's the slave. There's data here. Another room. What for? Door won't open. Guess Gaia hasn't been able to restore access yet. I've been carrying Elizabeth's pendant with me for months. But since we're gonna stay a while, I think I'll keep it here, where it'll be safe. Elizabeth put all of her faith in Gaia. And Gaia put all of her faith in me. If I can do it all, recover the subfunctions, defeat Far Zenith, heal the world, I'd like to think Elizabeth would be proud. My old spear. Rust helped me make it. when I finished my training. Feels like so long ago now. When Varl found me after the Hades Proving Lab, I thought I saw Rost. I don't think he'd understand any of this. Or what I have to do. But still. Wish he was here. This is the rite of passage that Vashav gave me at the embassy. I liked him. He seemed like a good man. I think he was really looking forward to going home. When I met Hekarro, I figured he was just another bloodthirsty warlord. But Vashav was right. Hekarro wants peace. It won't be easy. But with his new marshals, maybe his vision has a chance. Huh. Looks like someone's rearranged stuff in here.
Aloy, I see you found your room. Your companions thought you would appreciate a private space of your own.
That was thoughtful of them. Gotta go after Eleuthia. Erend and Varl are waiting for me at the west.
There she is.
You ready to head out?
There's something I need to check on.
Okay. What do you say?
Let's go.
Look at us. 3 battle-hardened bad. This distress call had to be up a really steep mountain, huh? Well, that takes the keg.
Varl, see if there's anything over there.
On it.
We'll check out the battlefield. Let's start with that zenith. Well, there are obviously more zeniths than we know about.
Can't believe you fought one of them.
Almost didn't make it. Oh, whatever the rebels did, it took down our shield. But why was she here? I can access her last communication file, but I'll use my focus to scan the battlefield too.
What about that crazy weapon the Zenith had?
It looked like she can make it come and go at will. But it's gone now.
Yeah. Well, go do your thing. I'll wait here.
The Spectre had instructions to assist recovery of the asset. I wonder what this asset is.
Forge is great. What a mess.
I'll stash this away for later.
Rebels, an Oseram, a Zenith, and a freaky machine. You done looking around?
Almost.
Forge is great. What a mess.
This is coming with me.
Kind of chilly. Did you look at everything?
Not quite. I shouldn't leave yet. Not until I'm done looking around.
Forge is great. What a mess.
Weapon's still hot. I need to know how it worked. But I'll have to check on it once it's cooled off. One of the sons of Prometheus. It looks like his focus was sending data on the weapons somewhere else. Looks like the rebels camped here for a while. Are they watching this area? Alright. I think I have an idea what happened here. I better get back to Erend.
All right, she who sees the unseen. What did you find out?
This was a carefully planned attack. I found camping gear up there. The rebels must have been staking out this place for at least a few days. They were waiting for the Zeniths to show up. All so that they could test that weapon. The Zeniths have a personal shield that makes them invulnerable, but somehow the weapon got rid of it. The Oseram that was operating it was sending data on it somewhere else. It was probably just a prototype.
I've known tinkers that do that. Do a little trial run before breaking out the real thing. Well, I guess it's still a work in progress, if it blew up.
She was searching for something she lost. Her drone had instructions to recover something called the Asset.
The Asset? Is that the sub-function thing you said could be here? The Luthia?
I'm not sure. Come on, let's go talk to Varl. I need to look around more before I leave. That's a long way down.
Something tunneled straight down into the mountain. Looks recent.
Whatever it was, it must have been powerful. That Zenith the rebels killed was looking for something called the Asset. I don't know what it is, but my guess is it's somewhere down there.
All right, so we head down.
Erend, stay here and stand watch. That Zenith isn't the only one of its kind. I don't want to be caught by surprise if the others show up. Contact us by focus if you see anything.
Okay. Any trouble shows up, I'll call you.
Let's go. I shouldn't leave Erend involved. Not until we're done here.